the best way.
Best way to start the shit off.
Hey, you already know who we are, J Nobles.
Tone Groove.
This is LOY the show, and today we have a special guest. We gonna let him introduce himself.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, AK Niran, Struggles Fighters, AKA Mr. Big Bounce.
In the motherfucking building. This shit long awaited. Like, niggas been talking about doing this shit probably since the summer. It shouldn't have taken this long.
We met AK.
It really shouldn't have. That's our fault.
In due time.
Yeah.
It happened.
We met you for the Big John interview. It wasn't a Noah one, but Noah came both times.
Right.
We met you. We didn't really get to conversate.
Yeah, but talk about your first impression.
Yeah.
I respected him immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Because first of all, right, Big John didn't tell us she was coming. So
Of course not.
there's like, she's like, yo, there's somebody here for you. So we expecting a white Russian man to walk through the door. Like, yo, Big John here. We see a nigga with dreads and orange juice. We're like, okay.
I forgot I got there before Big John. Yeah.
Nigga had a Simply juice in his
Like,
hand.
yeah, it was good, nigga. It's like, yo, that's the best way to meet somebody.
I was ready to turn up.
Spontaneous.
I
Very
had
natural.
liquor in the bag, too.
Okay, so it's a
I
little
was
wavy.
sipping. I was
Okay,
sipping.
yeah.
Homegirl was there. What's her name? Mir.
Oh, yeah, Mir was
Mir
there.
was
She
there.
just finished doing her interview.
Shout out to
her.
Mir.
Yeah, shout out to Mir. She dope.
That shit crazy. But nigga, talk about yourself. Like, there isn't much information on you. You know, I was trying to
But
find.
he's done interviews.
He's
before,
done
though. And he's done
interviews.
podcasts and shit.
And I was trying
Shout
to
out Northside.
shout out to Northside, yeah, which you was just on, which was funny as fuck.
Facts. Shout out to the gang.
Y'all can tell that y'all niggas is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, y'all really got a history
Nah,
together.
I be with this nigga Don like every day. Like, we be in the gym and all that shit.
How'd y'all connect?
All right, so we got mutual friends. Our main mutual friend, I guess, is Jay. Y'all familiar with Jay Wynn?
Jay Wynn?
Wynn.
Yeah,
That's
Shout
my
out to
dog.
Shout out Jay.
Yeah, y'all gotta have him up here next. But
Sure.
yeah, that's how like pretty much me and most of my homies that like I make music with, Double Crown and all them niggas. We that's how we kind of sync together to the music. You know, just mutual friends.
And you've only been doing this a handful of years. nigga.
3 of them to be exact.
3 years,
Three.
yeah, 3 years of this shit. I probably been writing though, like my whole life, like just writing little. Cause my sister was into poetry, and I always used to like admire that, and I guess I picked it up off of her, the rhyming and all that. But I don't think I ain't made my first song. I ain't write my first song until like 2018, but I ain't record it until I met Cole. Cole Sight, my engineer, he the man behind the magic.
Shout out
so-
Cole.
Shout out Cole. That goes without saying at this point. But yeah, that's how that shit happened, bro. I was just like, you know what? It was Lil Pump, really. It was a Gucci Gang. And I was like, yo, if this nigga can
Oh,
if
like
this nigga can do this,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm like, yo, let me go find a studio
that
real
shit.
quick. Yeah, literally. I was like, let me go
Shout out
find
to
a
all the
studio.
niggas that made this shit look easy.
yeah,
For real.
You
Because-
inspiring the creative.
And now that I'm doing this shit, yo, respect the Gucci Gang, because, you know, I don't care how stupid the song may sound, a hit is a hit. You feel me? And it might be coming effortless, but it come after, like, repetition. You feel me?
Can you manufacture it?
I mean, some people probably can.
Like, they just got like a crazy ability?
Yeah, I believe some people probably can. For me, I know what it takes for me to make a hit, and I think other people can probably, like, just like that.
Define what a hit is to you, because it's like you could think of it as like the shit that go crazy mainstream,
Yeah.
or just
Right.
like a great song. Like, what is a hit to you?
It's both. So it gotta hit like both of those at some kind of like median. You feel me? Like it gotta meet in the middle of like not too commercial, but not too much of like a purist rap hip hop song.
Yeah, to where nobody's gonna fuck with it unless they got a
Yeah,
dictionary.
exactly. Like, yeah, it was lyrical, or yeah, the beat was crazy or whatever. It gotta have everything. You feel me? So I don't know. Like when you making a hit, I don't think motherfuckers know until they put that shit out. I think my biggest song right now is "Fuck That Shit." And people,
Which is
literally-
incredible.
yeah.
yeah, people really run up to me, be like, "Yo, fuck that shit."
Nigga,
Fuck
first time I saw you perform that, I think it was the first time I
Yeah.
saw you perform. I was like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, this nigga is
Where was
crazy.
that? That was at Poorhouse, right?
Bro, that might have
That
been
at
at the
the
poorhouse.
Probably. I've been to the poorhouse maybe 2 or 3 times to
It
perform.
might have been at the Poorhouse.
Yeah.
But like we go to a lot of performances and shit, and like you can tell when a song really resonate. Like when, like a lot of times, right? Because you know, at the when you up and coming and shit, you go to a lot of rap shows.
For sure.
It'd be a lot of too cool niggas in there. It'd be a lot of people who like scared to dance.
Yeah.
Like they not gonna fan out like they would for a Drake
Yeah, and I get
Cardi.
that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
You get that?
when that fuck that shit came on, nigga, like you couldn't help but be like, even the two cool niggas is like, all right,
Exactly.
like let me move something. Let me
Exactly.
shake my head.
Yeah. So like with my whole the too cool for that, all that shit, it's like, man, if you really I get everybody benefit of the doubt. I feel like they walking around like me. And if I hear something I don't like, or if I hear something and it's not making me resonate with it at all, then I just can't. I'm gonna look like I'm too cool, however you want to perceive that.
You can't fake it.
I can't fake it. You feel me? And I ain't asking nobody to fake it. So when I feel like if you moving around in your pure energy and you really enjoy something, like I really enjoy making that song, I made it with the intent for people to resonate with it. It's supposed to be like that hit. You feel me?
I can only imagine what the energy was like in that studio.
Boy,
Like, who was there? Rob?
nah, I actually made
man.
that was the first song that I made and put out without Cole like being touching it in any capacity.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
So that whole shit felt weird when I made it. I was like, I don't know, something off
It's
about
like
it.
going to a different barber.
Yeah.
Like, even when nothing's
Yeah.
wrong, it's like, I don't know.
I don't
like,
know, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, fucking clip is too sharp or something.
My vertical bar's a little shorter now.
Yeah.
Put a scab.
Yeah.
I made the song and my homeboy Darifa Chifa, he a hard ass artist. Like all his songs,
Shout
are
out
like
to
his
him.
energy is like you can feel it, like you in the stew. So I'm real big on like making sure my ad libs right. Like I'll spend half the session making sure ad libs.
Please talk about that. Ad libs are so important. It can literally make or break a song.
If a little fun
Like-
fact about that, fuck that shit song. All the ad libs is Darifa Chifa, and he kind of got like a little monologue in between it. I don't
That's
know
some
if y'all
shit that you
remember
see
that
on a
part.
Snapple cap, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
I
there's a
ain't-
real ad lib on this.
I ain't do
Yeah.
no ad libs on that shit, except the hook when I was like that ain't even an ad lib. That was like a dub. You feel me?
That nigga need to pat himself on the back. He did a fantastic
Yeah.
job, nigga.
100%. Yeah, that's all.
I
him.
thought that was you on there.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
And when I was making the song, I was like, I need some like epic ad libs, like some iconic shit, like the Migos or something. I'm not saying like my boy
Yeah.
like the Migos, but I knew his ad libs was like, bro, they low key better than the bars. I'm saying, you feel me? So
It got a lot of life in him.
exactly So
Something weird about
He was
me.
the only other person that was in the studio other than Q. Q is the AOQ. He got a what's the name of his?
Oh yeah, we know
Y'all know
AOQ.
Q?
Yeah.
I went to Hit House Studios to make that song.
Oh, shit. Hit House. It's like Hit House, nigga.
Nigga.
Yeah.
It's the manufacturer.
Uh-huh.
That's where you go to get them.
Yeah, like, that's important, too. Like, recording at the Hit House is completely different than recording here. Even though this is your sanctuary, too.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
being there, it's a different energy. It's
Yeah.
Especially because you're paying for it. When you paying, talk about studio etiquette for yourself, because you know a lot of niggas go in there, waste time, they burn
Yeah.
these bunch of drugs. Like what's the studio look like with A?
So for me, if I'm recording with a new nigga, like, all right, let me break it down for me and Cole. Me and Cole, I'll have like, it could go one of three ways. I'll have some shit that's already prepared. I have like 5 songs. I'm like, Cole, we about to knock some shit out. Or I'll have like some idea that I wanted to do for a song I ain't finished with him. Or we'll make something brand new. Now the brand new shit, I feel like you come in that bitch all willy nilly.
Yeah.
But most of the time, most niggas gonna have like an idea of what they want to record when they go to the studio. You feel me?
You probably got some shit written, beats selected.
So I
did.
always make sure I have recorded the song before I actually go record the song.
You want to know what's like not every person, maybe Hova Zion. I do remember him. He does that
Shout
too.
out Hova.
I heard he's very efficient in the stew. That
You
nigga.
seem like a guy who's like that.
Yeah.
I've only met
his
him like
business.
maybe once or twice.
Word?
But yeah, he got very pure energy. He like his
He a
music's
genuine nigga.
incredible. He's a good performer too.
Yeah, like y'all niggas would probably sound amazing together.
Bro,
Yeah.
them niggas would sound crazy together.
Yeah, we should probably work on something. I'm gonna hit him up.
But that's probably like y'all would sound crazy together. Like, what does that
What does that mean?
like?
When
Like,
you
what-
What does
hear-
it entail?
Yeah, like when you hear that, when we hear it, like, do you feel like, man, fuck that nigga? Like, just off the strength, like,
No,
what would it sound like?
Like I think of like
Not on some
Tryna stir up some beef.
Because I feel like that double back to that, feeling too
Ego.
cool shit as a rapper.
ego. Yeah, that plays a part, which we're human. You know what I mean? As much as you meditate or you might meditate.
I meditate.
This nigga has incense lit, nigga.
I was about to say.
There's bees on the door.
The animal part of you is going to come out, especially when you're doing something you're so passionate about, as music.
Yeah, so that competitive spirit and all that shit, I feel like motherfuckers drive it in the wrong direction. I feel like your speed is important, but your direction is more important. So if like you super good at being competitive and all that shit, but you competitive with the wrong, whatever it is, I feel like everybody should be competitive with themselves.
I was talking about
Literally.
this. People choose the wrong things. Like some people use fear as a motivator, but that's a terrible motivator. Because it's fear.
I don't know.
But if you let, like, say what?
Fear is a powerful motivator.
It's
like when I'm scared to do something, I feel like I actually have to do it to get over that shit. You feel me?
It's in the
because
wrong.
otherwise it's like this looming thing that's over me. It's like, yo, I'm pussy.
But that's because we're real niggas. Everybody in this room is real niggas.
Yeah, shout out to all the real niggas.
Most people, you have to have a high emotional intelligence. You feel me?
Yeah, because most people want to seek comfort.
And when fear is your motivator, it's almost like you're giving yourself anxiety.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you are.
But if you let like the passion and the love for whatever it is be your motivator, it's like, nigga, it's a new day. I'm getting better, nigga.
True, but if anxiety is what you're feeling, then that's what you got to use.
What you got to sit
to use.
It's
like
tricky.
It kind of when you walking in I'm gonna say this a lot. When you walking in a pure state, when you really like in your balance and shit, your fear isn't gonna make you too anxious in a way of like, all right, I can't do this. It's gonna be like, I have to do this or else, kind of like a thing. And that's a real fear, like that or else shit. So all your emotions, they're supposed to be pure, but they can get driven in the wrong directions and shit. So like imagine like a nigga like you feel me, like you use your fear to motivate you. You feel like you gotta do something if you scared. But another nigga that's just like you, but not doing it because he feel like I gotta do it because I'm scared. I gotta do this because something else gonna happen to me that he's scared of. You feel me? He don't know really why he's scared.
Unknown fear, like you don't know why you're feeling this way. Yeah, I wanted to ask you because you kind of spoke about the pure state, and like I was pissing in the bathroom and I saw you use castor oil. I was like, yo, this is like a real natural nigga.
Yeah, man.
Like, what? Describe the pure state. How do you achieve that for yourself? What does that look like?
That's a good
Connected
question.
castor oil to pure state. Hey, that's
because I'm like, yo, this nigga real natural and shit. You got dreads.
You've seen the symptoms of all the pureness.
And when you have locks, you got to keep them clean. You got to keep them.
Facts. I got the cleanest locks there is. But I guess you get to the pure state. You can't see it in the camera, but y'all can see it. This is my motto. Ain't no rules. This is an Ain't No Rules studio.
Anarchy.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, some people see it like anarchy, but anarchy can be.
It's a little negative though.
There's there's a negative connotation to it. But for the second part of Ain't No Rules is be yourself. The whole shit around me saying Ain't No Rules is because like this world, society, so much shit has been set up for you to do something the way you got, like the world wants you to do it. Society wants you to do it. You feel me? But if you walking in your pure state, if you really being yourself, that's the only thing you got to do. Everything else is going to fall into place. You feel me? So all the other shit, it's not like this is a lawless land. This is like, there ain't no boundaries. There ain't no rules. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You're really free to be you.
Yeah, exactly. And that if that mean you want to fucking whatever, it don't matter. Like, there ain't no rules. So don't ever put yourself in a box. Don't like, just be pure. You feel me? Don't worry about the next dude. Don't worry about the next obstacle. Be present and being yourself. Kill your ego.
Kill your ego.
Your ego really getting away. Fear getting away. Pride getting away. Shit. Fucking all this shit is just like you said. Everybody seek comfort.
What age were you, or what time, like, did you accept that? Like, man, I got to get rid of this ego. Like, this shit is gonna be the death of me.
Damn, bro.
I feel like as men, like we all have, like, it's just
to pinpoint that, as a nigga, like it's not even just men, like as niggas, like black men, at that, you got to have an ego to make it through like the first 15 years of being a nigga. You feel me? Even if you don't know about ego shit, like it's something you need to have.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You have to, yeah. 'Cause-
Like if you don't got it, you never gonna learn what killing your ego is. You gonna have more shit to worry about. So I get to having the ego and still having it in like your grown adult life and shit. You feel me? Because the world society is like that's what you were supposed to have. You was like programmed to have that shit. So for me, I think after maybe like high school, I started to notice like I'm calling it wrong things. You feel me? I'm like, just pride or anger, whatever the fuck my mama was telling me. I was being nonchalant and shit. It was just too cool, whatever the fuck. But it's all coming from a place of like, for lack of better terms, insecurities and shit. You feel
Nigga,
me?
that's real.
where it
That
comes
is
from.
very real, yeah.
And I feel like, when you tell niggas
We all
they
have 'em.
insecure, you insecure about something, and niggas like, they flare up because you talking about that insecurity and shit. So
Niggas that are insecure are psycho. Like you don't
Yeah.
have like emotional connection.
yeah, like
yeah, psychopaths. I forgot like the rules to that shit, but I think that's one of the
There's a couple
rules.
rules, nigga.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as a super nigga.
Yeah.
Like nobody has it everything all together, like
Bro.
all
Right.
the jackpot of life, nigga.
That's
like,
why they're in
Exactly.
movies and not on the news.
literally, yeah. It's a fantasy, nigga, straight out of comic book.
Facade.
Hey.
yeah. That's how I feel, motherfuckers with the egos. Is like you were supposed to have the ego. It ain't no perfect nigga out here. You gotta have like something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with everybody, and that's all right. You feel me? We just working to get better. You ain't never gonna be perfect, but the best thing you could do is like practice perfection. You feel me? It ain't like gonna be that, but hey, you tried, nigga.
And accept what you can't and change what you can.
Exactly.
It's literally that simple.
Maya Angelou said something like that. I can't. It's like if you
Nigga,
can't
quoting Maya Angelou, nigga.
Yeah.
God damn.
Angelo.
If you can't change the situation, change your mindset about it.
Change your perspective.
And she-
change the
Yeah.
way you look at it.
And she has a hell of a perspective because she was raped and abused.
Oh man.
I
didn't even know all that.
I went to
Yeah, I
one
did.
of her I wouldn't even know what to call it, like readings, like
Seminar
lectures,
type shit.
seminars,
Seminar, yeah.
bro, Greensboro, and it was crazy.
was
I'm
free?
there. No, we paid for it.
Man. How much you pay for Maya Angelou?
I was with my mom, but it's crazy. Like I look back and I'm really grateful for that shit because like a week later she passed away. Like
Yo, that's crazy.
a month later she passed away. So I was like, damn, like I was just like, it's crazy.
You was just in there. It felt like it was your fault, nigga.
Ain't gonna lie.
Killed
I
Maya
don't think I
Angelou.
knew she was dead.
Wow, man.
Maya Angelou, I ain't know.
She's been dead
She
for like
gone.
8 years. Yeah.
8 years? I thought this shit happened recently.
Maybe like 10. Nigga.
Man, rest in power, Maya Angelou. Rest in poetry.
You like you say, your sister was into poetry. So
Yeah.
who was just some of your favorite poets, nigga?
I don't know no poets for real like that.
I only know Langston Hughes.
Yeah, I was
That's
about to
because
say
the
like
schools.
the goats, like the old school shit.
Dr.
Niggas like
Seuss.
teach you in school and shit. But I guess rappers is poetry too. So
Of course.
Most definitely.
obviously J. Cole is like a huge influence of mine. I really like this Red Veil nigga. Like I forgot where. I think PG County. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it.
Red Evil or Red.
I think it's
Red
Red
Veil.
Veil.
It's
Yeah.
Red Veil.
It's Red Veil.
Shout out to Red Veil.
I seen him at the Freddie Gibbs show last year
Yeah.
out here at the Lincoln Theater, and yeah, that nigga's just nice as hell.
He's I would compare him to like the Mike Earl, that
Okay.
spectrum of
Okay.
rap.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
You don't know Mike?
My girl Nasty, you forward, Mike.
Mike
You
is
fool with Mike.
crazy.
I know there was a Mike at the show too. He was just Mike.
Oh, nigga, that's Mike.
That's Mike, yeah.
That's Mike Earl. Oh yeah, he nice.
Yeah, Mike is crazy.
Yeah, he's nice. I
Mike is
like
crazy.
his beat selection is incredible.
Yeah.
Bro,
Incredible.
it's like a mood that you can't really describe.
It's
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, incredible.
Especially when you riding around the car and
that's the
that
mood.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I play like the same song like over and over and over and over by him. He like one of them kind of artists too.
Word.
You feel me? I just
You just
never
get stuck in the
bored of
loop
that
with it,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I want to feel like this the rest of the day.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like it's a frequency. It's really mood music.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a frequency. Yeah, that's exactly what you listen to. When you
You're conscious of that? Like you're like, 367 BPM. That's the earth sign or whatever. Like,
My
So I need
dad want me
936
to be
hertz.
on some shit like that. He was like, man, you need to make all your songs in the Fibonacci sequence.
you heard of the band
Crazy.
Tool?
Like
Pep Boys?
TOOL.
Yeah.
They have an album. I forgot what it's called. It's crazy. It's like a rock band, but they made the album in the Fibonacci sequence, and it's It's incredible. He was on Joe Rogan. You have to hear him talk.
What's
to Joe
so
Rogan.
amazing about that sequence is like the code to life, nigga.
It's perfection.
Word.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What
You find
Thanks, LOI.